Hi, this is Barbie at ARTiFACES. I have my little tiny daughter holding the camera. I think she's going to do a great job today. We are going to do a fast Spider-Man today. This Spider-Man can take you, it can take you 2 minutes, maybe a little bit more, but definitely under 2.5 minutes or so. It is fast, it's impressive, it covers most of the face, looks like this, and I have a trick or two. The first trick is that we're actually not putting down any white. That saves us a lot of time. It also saves us time waiting for the white to dry so that we, don't turn our black into gray, etc., etc. So this is super fast and high payoff. So we're going to take our red and you're going to apply it. I would recommend not using a sponge for this. I use the smoothie blenders. The reason we're not using a sponge is because you want some exact control. First thing we do is outline the eyes. We're going to put our brush up and down. You can use a flat brush if you like, or any kind of scruffy brush would work. We're going to come up and we're going to do a little bit of a curvilinear shape. It's much more pleasing to the eye than something that was just straight diagonal. Again, we're going to come down and then we're going to loop out just a little bit and meet just under the corner of the eye. Again, that shape is a little bit more pleasing to the eye than just a straight outline. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to come diagonal across the face, but we're not going to do it straight. We're going to add interest by making like bumps and cutouts and whatever just might add some interest to it. Okay, however you like to do it. Then we're going to go, this can be a straight line. We're going to outline the outside. It's just a straight semi-curve, I guess, and we're going to fill in the red. Now, if you've loaded your brush well, you could get done with this step in 30 seconds, literally. And it's hard to get a base down in 30 seconds, but with this face, absolutely you can do it. Just a little tiny bit of practice, and you'll be there. So, the base is also very forgiving, so you don't have to get it perfect. You clean everything up with your line work, so don't worry about your base being imperfect, that's fine. Now we're going to take our round brush. I use a number 4. I use a sable, which is super soft. But you can use anything. You're going to start in the corner of the eye, and we're going to actually outline right here. But we are going to start with a finer stroke, go to a heavy stroke in the middle, and then end in a finer stroke. So light touch with the paintbrush, come up, heavier touch, lay down your paintbrush for a thick line, come back up for a nice point at the top. Keep your eye on there, keep your eye on the camera. Again, we're going to do the same thing. Start with a nice thin line, oops, come thick, and then come thinner. I may have done a little bit thicker than I wanted to, but that's okay. Next, we're going to outline this shape here. I'm at an unusual angle, so it's going to be a little bit hard for me, but again, thick to thin adds interest. We are not going to outline the top. That's one of our tricks to speed this thing up. Normally, there's hair up here. My husband is a little challenged in that respect. Next step, lay down 2 lines. Start at a point, travel up, lay down. Here, same thing. Start thin, thick. It's almost like a straight teardrop. 2 of them. You're going to do 2 on this side over here. Lay it down, lay it down. Once you do it, these go really fast. Then you're either going to take a thinner brush or you're just going to use a light touch and you're going to make some webbing. Very easy. I actually usually go all the way across, but the way I'm sitting is a little bit unusual. I'm not used to it. So no need to be perfect here. Imperfect works just as well. And again, this can take only 30 seconds or so. Here you're going to do the same thing. Just make your web lines. As long as they're thin, it doesn't matter what else happens. Sometimes you'll have a little fade out like I had there, no problem. So, last piece, I always want to add some interest. So I actually add some polka dots. I'll add some white ones, I add some here. When the boys ask me, what are you doing that for? I say it's spider poop. And they love that, they get a good giggle. But the reason I do it is so that I can also put down some white dots, which adds a lot of pop from far away. You want your designs to pop. And the last step is just a tiny outline right outside. It doesn't have to be perfect. What you're doing is it adds a little bit of a 3D effect, and it also makes the design pop, like I said, from far away. That is it. If you have more time, then what I would do is use some white, and right next to here, I would add a little bit of a white highlight. Again, you're going to have your design pop, and it looks a little bit more three-dimensional. But that's it. That's your SupaQuick Spider-Man. The boys love it. You're going to have a lot of boys pick it, and you're probably not going to get tired of this version because this one's fun to do. So thank you for watching, and enjoy.